It's the Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by the San Mateo Credit Union. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Quiz Kids. We have another terrific matchup for you today. And let's introduce the teams right now over here with 520 points from their previous match. We have the Crystal Spring Uplands Griffins. And coincidentally, having also scored 520 points, the Homestead Mustangs. These points will be important as we add them to your new scores that you earned today and see if you move on to the third round. So let's wipe the slate clean and begin with the Griffins. Hello, Emily. Emily Cohn. Emily, you take part in a program through the Burlingame Library that provides evenings of fun for teenagers, right?
Yes, as a volunteer, I help set up these monthly events where teenagers get together and have like a safe, fun party. For example, we had a Twilight movie night. We've had a murder mystery night on Halloween. It's really great. So
that sounds like fun. The Twilight doesn't sound safe to me, but there you go. The rest of it, so you're encouraging people, you don't get as much of a turnout as you'd like, I guess. And
yeah, we get some people, but we'd like more.
Sure,
really
well,
great.
People should check it out. Greg Owen.
Yes.
Greg, this is going to close down Crystal Springs, I know it for sure. So you wanted to take AP Chem.
Yes.
Couldn't do it.
Well, our school is very small, so we didn't offer an AP Chemistry course.
Didn't offer an AP Chemistry course. Did not let that deter you. Figured you'd find a place to take AP Chem. No, you're teaching
Yes.
AP Chem.
Yes, for last year and this year, I've taught AP Chemistry with a group of friends. We decided that we really wanted to look deeper into chemistry, and so we've taught ourselves to the test, and we're taking it. We took it last May, and we're having another group of students take it this May.
How many students scored a 4 or 5 last year?
All of them.
Well, that shows how good we're doing as credentialed teachers. All right, Greg. Congratulations. Sam Packard, I understand everybody gets a Griffin at Crystal Spring Uplands.
Yeah, this piece of merch here is the limited edition 50th anniversary Griffin. It, like Brad, is gluten-free. Its favorite snack is Mustangs.
Favorite snack? Oh, man. And you recently had a naming contest. What is this interesting and very, very picky little creature's name?
Well, for something that is both the king of the beasts and the monarch of the air, we chose the illustrious name Augustus.
Okay,
Gus
so
for short.
Hello, Gus. Want to earn 100 points? They don't get to speak, just you. 10-point questions. Answer 7 correctly, you'll earn a bonus of 30 for 100 points. Pick a category, and the 3 today are rose-colored glasses, gatekeeper, and old world, new world.
We'll go with Old World, New World.
All right. Name these U.S. cities with foreign names. It's the city of brotherly love, named for a city in the Bible.
Philadelphia.
You got it. Lying at the conjunction of the Mississippi and Ohio rivers, it probably was not settled by Egyptians.
Memphis.
Cairo, Illinois. At this Southern California beach, you might see a lot of guys working out, but not too many gondolas.
Venice.
Venice is right. Lying on the Sacramento River Delta, this city shares its name with a large Syrian metropolis.
Damascus.
Antioch. You may not find Odysseus in this New York City, but you definitely find Cornell University.
Ithaca.
Right. A city in Sonoma County, or the largest city on the Crimean Peninsula.
I'll defer. Go, say.
Sevastopol?
Right. And finally, this Midwestern city is named for a Roman dictator and statesman. George Washington was the first president of the order named for him.
Caesar.
Augustus.
Cincinnati. You earned 40 points. Congratulations. We'll be right back to talk to the Homestead team.
Peninsula TV is proudly brought to you in part by Nimbus Design, helping Penn TV, businesses, government, and nonprofits with their web technology and design needs. Nimbus Design combines art and technology to help businesses connect directly with customers, partners, and the public. Located in Redwood City, the heart of the Silicon Valley. They can be reached on their website at nimbusdesign.com. Nimbus Design, a proud sponsor of Peninsula TV.
We're back. We're talking to the Mustangs of Homestead High School. One horse just came in and devoured that little mascot, ripped it to shreds. Kenneth Orovitz, last summer you took that last road trip with the family before you go off to college, right?
Well, not exactly. It was actually a few summers ago, but it was a very long road trip to Alaska.
Yes, you still seem tired. What was the highlight of that trip for you?
The highlight of the trip was probably visiting Denali National Park way up in Alaska and seeing Mount Denali, Mount McKinley, which is like,
beautiful country.
Yeah, a really big mountain.
Good for you. Tim Hausler, you have formed a club or are part of a club at school which plays the game Diplomacy. Quickly tell us, what is Diplomacy?
Diplomacy is a board game of 7 players, and it's kind of like Risk, only there's no dice and no luck, and the only thing you have to depend on are your wits, and you try to conquer all of Europe.
Of course. And form little alliances and nasty things, and this can be played over days and days of lunchtime. So.
Alliances, plots, intrigue, backstabbing is all part of the game.
Planning to be a politician, are we? All right. Ella Pravitz, last time we saw you, you were a veteran of the great dramatic classic, The Boarding House.
Oh, yes.
And now you are taking part in the new drama production at Homestead. What are you doing?
We are doing our one acts, and I'm one called Boy Meets Girl.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like an interesting premise. It's a love story.
It is a love story.
And you're playing young adults.
What? No, we're playing 5-year-olds. So,
5-year-olds.
You know, we have a lot of issues, like, you know, I play with too many boys on the playground. You know, I need crayons to sign girlfriend contracts, napping together. It's all very sketchy stuff.
I don't see how this is not an adult relationship. But good luck to you with your play, and let's see how you guys do on the game. You have 2 categories to choose from: rose-colored glasses or gatekeeper.
Let's take rose-colored glasses.
All right, rose-colored glasses. All of these answers include the word rose. Dug up by Napoleon's troops in Egypt, it had writing in 3 languages.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
Correct. It's the name for common table sugar.
Rose garden. No. Rose garden.
Rose garden?
Sucrose.
Oh, sucrose. Oh, that was.
This line from Romeo and Juliet means that substance matters more than appearances.
Would a rose by any other name smell so sweet?
Yes, very good. This conflict between the Yorks and the Lancasters lasted from 1461 through 1487.
War of the Roses.
Correct. This state song may be about the mistress of Santa Anna who helped the rebel effort to secede from Mexico.
Rose.
Rose of Texas.
Rose of Texas.
It's the Yellow Rose
The
of
Yellow
Texas.
Yellow
Yes.
Rose.
It's a stadium and a namesake football game.
The Rose Bowl.
Correct. Finally, this point guard wears number 1 for the Chicago Bulls. Dennis Rose. You end up with 40. We have a tie score. We'll be right back with more Quiz Kids.
Since 1952, San Mateo Credit Union has been proud to help San Mateo County members and their families achieve their financial dreams. Our deep commitment to the community we serve includes offering a wide variety of financial education programs, like financial literacy workshops for youth, adults, and seniors, seminars about raising money-smart kids, identity theft prevention, and many more. For more information about San Mateo Credit Union, visit us at www.smcu.org.
We're back, and we want to give a big round of appreciation for the 2 coaches who lead both teams. First, for Crystal Springs Upland, Mr. Wells Wadley. And for the Homestead team, Chris Nefrada. Thank you, coaches. All right, put your hands on your buzzers, Quiz Kids. We're going to play the 3-for-all. We have a tie score, so I'll start with your first toss-up question right now. Good luck. How many faces are there on an octahedron? Tim.
8.
Yes, for 20 points. What shape are the faces of an octahedron?
Triangles?
Yes. An octahedron can be created by gluing together 2 of what 4-sided figure that also has triangular sides?
Pyramid, triangular
Yeah,
pyramid.
triangular pyramid.
No, it's a tetrahedron. Hansel und Gretel, translated Hansel and Gretel.
Hans Christian Andersen.
No.
Oh.
It's a German fairy tale recorded by which brothers?
Oh, no.
Grimm.
Yes. Calm down. For 20 points, in Hansel and Gretel, how did the witch meet her demise?
Tossed in the oven.
Pushed in the oven.
Yes. Children who went into the witch's oven came out as what deliciously spicy form of cake?
Gingerbread.
You got it for 40 points.
We got it.
Next toss-up. Who employed architect Julia Morgan to design his castle at
Hearst.
Right. Hearst never referred to San Simeon as the castle, instead using what Spanish term for big house?
Casa Grande.
Castillo.
No, Casa Grande. Big house. He learned that in Alaska. The name of what principal river of Pakistan is the origin of the name of Pakistan? Sam.
Indus River?
Yes. The Indus River rises in what mountain range?
Hindu Kush?
No, the Himalayas. In Greek mythology, this son of Cronus grew up to gain revenge. Tim.
Zeus.
Yes. Hera and Zeus had two sons. Which one was the god of blacksmiths and metallurgy?
Hephaestus.
That is correct. Metalworking predated ancient Greece. By 3000 BC, ancient Egyptians were working iron obtained from what otherworldly sources?
Otherworldly.
Asteroids.
Yeah, meteors. Asteroids.
Yes, meteors, meteorites. Yes, absolutely, 40 points. Intrusive and extrusive are two broad types of which class?
Igneous.
That is right. Lava is the term for melted rock that emerges from a volcano.
Magma.
Okay. And the third question. A large magma chamber is responsible for the spectacular geothermal features in what Wyoming National Park?
Yellowstone.
You got 40 points. And I barely had to work. In the case of Madagascar and Great Britain, what geographic term is used to describe the body of water? Yes, Greg.
Channel.
The original Channel Islands, such as Jersey and Guernsey, are British dependencies off the coast of what European nation?
France.
And for 40 points, California also has its Channel Islands, but only one has a permanent civilian settlement. Name it.
Catalina.
That is right. For 40. Which Bay Area university town is home to the Gourmet Ghetto? Tim.
Berkeley.
Yes. What Berkeley restaurant with a French name is considered the birthplace of California cuisine?
La Restaurant.
Restaurant Adonai. It's Alice Waters' great restaurant, Chez Panisse. Newton's first law of motion describes what tendency of an object to continue, Greg?
Inertia.
On the surface of the Earth, the effects of inertia are often masked by gravity and by what other resistive force?
Friction.
Correct. And for 40, to physicists, friction is not a fundamental force, but rather a manifestation of which of the four fundamental forces?
Electromagnetism.
You got 40 points, and we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Peninsula TV is proudly brought to you in part by Nimbus Design, helping Penn TV, businesses, government, and nonprofits with their web technology and design needs. Nimbus Design combines art and technology to help businesses connect directly with customers, partners, and the public. Located in Redwood City, the heart of the Silicon Valley, they can be reached on their website at nimbusdesign.com. Nimbus Design, a proud sponsor of Peninsula TV.
We're back, and here is your next toss-up question. In 1909, William Bateson coined the name for what science? The study of heredity, whose father, Greg.
Genetics.
Between 1856 and 1863, Mendel cultivated and tested nearly 30,000 of what kind of plants?
Peas.
And for 40, what do geneticists call a trait that will manifest when only one copy of the gene
Dominant.
is present? That is right, for 40 points. Upon his death, he left his fortune as the endowment for annual awards in the many... Yes, Greg.
Nobel.
For 20, all of the prizes except the Peace Prize are awarded at a ceremony in which Swedish city?
Stockholm.
And for 40, in what city and country is the Nobel Peace Prize awarded?
Oslo, Norway.
Correct. If I said Alps and elephants, you'd likely think of Greg.
Hannibal.
The Tom Sawyer Hannibal is located in what state?
Missouri.
Right, for 40. Hannibal was from Carthage, which was located on what continent?
Africa.
Got 40 points again. What sister of Castor and Pollux was Queen of Sparta before she was Tim?
Helen.
Yes. Think of a European capital and you have what name of that Trojan prince?
Paris.
For 40, in Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus, Helen's is the face that did what?
Sugar ships started the ships.
That started the ships.
That launched
the
1,000 ships. Deuterium and protium are two of the three known isotopes of hydrogen. Tim?
Heavy water.
No. What is the third?
Tritium.
What isotope of carbon is measured in radiocarbon dating?
Carbon-14.
For 40, radiocarbon dating makes use of atomic decay. What is the name of the period in which 50% of an isotope decays?
Half-life.
You got 40. The motto of the oldest American Institute for Higher Learning is Veritas. Tim?
Harvard.
Name the Harvard educator who was invited to the White House in the 2009 Beer Summit.
Do you know this kid?
Larry Summers.
Henry Louis Gates. On which of the three parts of an insect would you find the antenna? Greg.
The head.
What do we call the middle part of an insect?
Abdomen. Thorax.
And what's the name of the final part?
The abdomen.
You got it, 40. His story may be an allegory of the Children's Crusade. What legendary musician led the Rats and later the Tim?
The Pied Piper.
The word pied refers to what characteristic of the piper's clothing?
Stained.
It was multicolored. Its name means this temple was built for all the gods. Which, yes, Greg?
Pantheon.
Which Roman emperor who reigned 118 to 137 AD built the Pantheon?
Tiberius.
Hadrian. In 1922, Max Schreck starred in Nosferatu, considered to be an unauthorized adaptation of Greg.
Dracula.
The word Nosferatu is a faux Romanian word for what?
Vampire.
In Nosferatu, Count Dracula was known by what other name? Nobody knows this.
Nosferatu.
Count Orlok. The first U.S. had 13 stripes when it was created in 17... Yes, Tim?
Flag.
Nope. The first U.S. had 13 stripes when it was first created in 1777. How many stripes were on the U.S. flag during the War of 1812?
21.
15. What former baker led the 1945 August Revolution against Bao Dai and fought both the French and the Americans as leader of North Vietnam? Greg.
Ho Chi Minh.
On his way to becoming a lawyer, Ho worked as a baker at the Parker House Hotel in what northeastern city?
Hanoi.
Boston.
Oh, different northeast.
King Midas received the golden touch from which god? Yes, Greg.
Dionysus.
Yes. Gold, along with purple and green, are the traditional colors of which New Orleans Bacchanalian festival?
Mardi Gras.
Carnival season in New Orleans ends in Mardi Gras, but begins on 12th night, which is always which day in January?
Is it 20-something? 5th.
6th. Oh. Dry ice is an example of this. What is the name of the phase change in which a solid... Yes, Greg.
Sublimation.
What is the name of the state change in which a liquid is turned into a gas?
Vaporization.
And for 40, what is the state of matter reached by ionizing a gas?
Plasma.
You got 40 points. The end of the round, you have 510 to 160. We'll return with the final round after these messages.
Since 1952, San Mateo Credit Union has been proud to help San Mateo County members and their families achieve their financial dreams. Our deep commitment to the community we serve includes offering a wide variety of financial education programs, like financial literacy workshops for youth, adults, and seniors, seminars about raising money-smart kids, identity theft prevention, and many more. For more information about San Mateo Credit Union, visit us at www.smcu.org.
Tournament champions will win an all-expenses-paid trip to Europe. courtesy of ACIS.
All right, we're back. Crystal Springs has a sizable lead, and I know that Homestead wants to catch up. We will now play our final countdown round. We'll put 3 minutes on the clock. The point value for each question is 30. Buzz in with your answer. You get the 30 points. It's going to be the wrong answer the other team can steal. Let's see how we do. Good luck to both teams. First question. What native of the island of Nevis helped form the Federalist Party, wrote most of the Federalist Papers? Sam.
Alexander Hamilton.
Right. What are the tiny blood vessels that connect the arteries to... Yes, Greg.
Capillaries.
Right. One of the goods transported along it gave us what name for a trade route between medieval Europe? Greg.
Silk Road.
Yes. What term describes a repeatedly smaller series of circles, each within the last... yes.
Concentric.
Greg. Correct. In what board game, originally established by Milton Bradley, could a player finish at either the...
Monopoly?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It's not right. Could finish at either the Poor Farm or at Millionaire Estates.
The Game of Life.
The Game of Life. Feline means having to do with cats. Tim? Good luck.
Lion.
No. And canine means having to do with dogs. What animals are ursine?
Bears.
Got it. What wife and sister of Ptolemy the 13th and also the lover of both Caesar? Yes, Emily.
Cleopatra?
Yes. What husband of Amelia tries to persuade his commander that Cassio and Desdemona are having an affair and is... Yes, Emily.
Iago?
Correct. What part-time marine biologist published the log from the Sea of Cortez and wrote about the Joad family in his novel The Grapes of Wrath? Greg.
Steinbeck.
Correct. What Pacific archipelago contains the islands of Baltra and Santa Cruz, is controlled by Ecuador, and Greg?
Galapagos.
Correct. What husband of the former nun Caterina van Bora was an Augustinian monk? Tim?
Martin Luther.
Correct. Barnevelder and Cornish are types of what most populous bird in the world? Sam?
Hen. Game hen.
Accept that? I need a more...
Pheasant.
No. Most populous bird in the world, a creature variously called a pullet, capon, cockerel, or rooster.
A chicken.
Yes. Because they produce an anticoagulating enzyme, what bloodsuckers that were a mainstay of medieval... Yes, Greg.
Leeches.
Correct. Robert Lansing was Secretary of State and Thomas Marshall was Vice President under which Democrat who was president during World War I? Tim?
Woodrow Wilson.
Correct. Mendoza, the center of a wine-producing region, is in what nation whose capital... Yes, Tim?
Spain.
No. Capital is Buenos Aires.
Argentina.
Right. Infamous for his many marriages, what British monarch put the British... Yes.
Henry VIII.
Correct. William Henry Fox Talbot, Joseph Niepce, and Joseph Daguerre pioneered which visual art with a name meaning light writing and now associated with F's... Yes.
Cartography. Not cartography. Oh,
Did you say...
I said cartography.
No,
but
I'm sorry.
that's wrong.
Now associated with F stops.
Photography.
Photography is right. Who wrote The History of All Hitherto Existing Society is the History of Class Struggles in a work with Friedrich... Yes, Tim?
Marx.
Right. This beloved bear, ursine bear, first appeared in 1926 with his friends... Yes, Ellen.
Bear?
Yes, I'm sorry?
Yogi Bear?
No, with his friends in the 100-acre wood. Named his friend of Piglet and... Oh, yes. That is the end of the game. 280 here, 960 for Crystal Springs.
Go to quizkids.tv to meet our teams, learn more about the questions on today's show, and to get tickets to see the show in person.
Oh, we have another amazing score, this time from Crystal Springs, 960. Added to their previous score means they have 1,480 points going into the third round. Homestead's new and old scores will make up for 800. Let's see if they make it to the third round, and let's make sure we see you next week right here at Quiz Kids. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters help to make this program possible. The San Mateo Credit Union. Additional support provided by the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and the Knights Templar.